Right now, fireworks in our nation's capital.
Mr. President, why did you fire Director Comey?
Because he wasn't doing a good job.
President Trump firing James Comey.
Nobody is above the law.
Now, protests outside the White House and calls for a special prosecutor.
It's in authoritarian countries where the leaders get rid of the people who are investigating them.
Local 10 News with team coverage from South Florida to Washington.
The White House saying today the president has been thinking about firing the FBI director since the day he was elected.
But many lawmakers are still criticizing the president since the firing came in the middle of the investigation into the Trump campaign's ties with Russia. Let's get right out to Local 10's D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo at the White House. Ross.
Well, Lori and Calvin, the question that many Democrats and even some Republicans tonight are asking is why didn't the president fire James Comey on day one if he was thinking about it? It is a question that the White House and the president himself have struggled to answer all day long.
Why did you fire Director Comey? Why did you fire Director Comey?
Because he wasn't doing a good job, very simply. He was not doing a good job.
The president's first words today after firing the FBI director.
Did it affect your meeting with the Russians today?
Excuse me?
Did it affect your meeting with the Russians today?
His calm answers in stark opposition to the shock.
I was certainly surprised by it.
And outrage on Capitol Hill.
It's amazing, and it's deplorable.
But the president himself wouldn't speak about the FBI investigation, looking into possible ties to his own campaign.
Will the new FBI director be in charge of the Russia investigation?
Vice President Mike Pence speaking for him.
That's not what this was about. The president took strong and decisive leadership here to put the safety and security of the American people first.
He'd been considering letting Director Comey go since the day he was elected. I think it's been an erosion of confidence.
Despite Press Secretary Sean Spicer saying just days ago that the president did have confidence in him, that erosion culminated in this letter yesterday, saying you are hereby terminated and removed from office effective immediately. You are not able to effectively lead the Bureau. The president also added, I greatly appreciate you informing me on 3 separate occasions that I am not under investigation.
That is a tell. That shows that we have a deeply insecure president who understands that the noose is tightening because of this Russia investigation. And that's why I believe he has let Jim Comey go.
He's afraid that if Mr. Comey continues with that investigation, pretty soon he's going to have to resign or he's going to be impeached.
That investigation is taken as far as it will go, and that hopefully we can now have an FBI director that is not the center of controversy.
The White House would say little more about the president's reference or the Russia investigation.
The bottom line is any investigation that was happening on Monday is still happening today.
Well, as for how all of this happened in the first place, Comey in L.A. at an FBI office finding out about this by watching TV. The White House said a few minutes ago that it followed proper protocol and there's really no good way to fire anyone. As for where we go from here, the president just a little while ago met with the acting FBI director. This is their second meeting since Comey has been fired, and they're already reviewing a potential list of candidates. For now, it's the very latest live from the White House. Lori and Calvin, back to you.